and welcome back to my little film and TV channel. We're going to have a look at a film today called Funny Pages. Yes, obviously based around comics. It's a coming-of-age black comedy film, yes, written, directed and edited by Owen Klein. So please join me. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications so you know these vlogs are coming out. I do all TV, film reviews, and also have a little vlog on my football team, Manchester City, as well. So if you're interested or know anyone who might be, just point them in my direction. I'll be very grateful. And all your comments are very welcome. And please, if you get a chance, just give us a thumbs up. It's nice to get views and comments, of course it is, but give us a thumbs up as well. Make an old film and TV watcher very happy. Right, this is an 18 certificate, Funny Pages, 86 minutes, so not a bad time. Released in the United States on August the 26th and more or less worldwide. August 26, 2022. Rotten Tomato audience, what are they thinking? Well, they're thinking just a 47%, so not great. 2.9 out of 5, which what equates to 5.8 out of 10. So, okay, not a disaster. Internet Movie Database, a little bit better. It's getting 6.3 out of 10. That's based on 993 scores and reviews. So that, if you take away the 10 out of 10s and the 1 out of 10s, there's 628 people scored it between 6 and 9. And 241 people scored it between 2 and 5. So a good positivity rating of 72%. So we're happy with that. Excuse me. And it's about, simply about a teenage cartoonist who rejects the comforts of his suburban life in a misguided quest for soul. One way of putting it, I suppose. It stars Daniel Zolgadri, Matthew Mayer, Miles Emmanuel, Maria Dizia, Josh Pace, and Marcia Dubonese. Dubonese, that's a good name, isn't it? And a few others as well, but they're the main guys. And the crowd about the critics, we know what the public think. They're a bit mixed, aren't they? The public, not overly convinced. The critics are a bit more convinced. Rotten Tomatoes, 81% positivity from 88 critics on there, so that's good. An average rating of 7.1 out of 10. So it's one of those films where critics like it a little bit more than the public. Not always a good thing. 71 fresh, 17 rotten. The website's consensus reads, it won't be for all tastes, it's certainly not, but Funny Pages deserves credit for telling a coming-of-age story that leans heavier on cringe comedy than nostalgia. Yeah, it certainly does make you cringe at times. Made me feel a bit hot and bothered at times, but not in a good way. Jake Cunningham from Empire magazine said, whilst there's not much emotion to cling to, the parade of uniquely absurd characters and agonising situations make it a real page turner. Yeah, well, it's not a page in film wise, of course. It means it keeps you watching, that's for sure. Robbie Collin from the Daily Telegraph in the UK, he said, Klein's script wisely doesn't pick a side, but like an underground graphic novel, simply rejoices in the grot. Fun seldom feels less good or clean than this. Yes, I did feel as though I needed a bit of a shower after watching it, in all fairness. Mark Jenkins from Washington Post said, lack of generosity, he didn't like it very much. A lack of generosity toward the supporting players is one of the movie's major weaknesses. The other is that the episodic story leads to no significant discovery, either narrative or psychological. Okay, yeah, it is a little bit unfilling, I must admit, so I do understand where it's coming from. Metacritic, the other site we look at, they're okay on it. They're pretty positive as well. Assigned an average score of 73 out of 100. That's based on 31 critics, and it scored anywhere between 50 and 100 out of 100. I don't believe that for one moment. 26 positive, 5 mixed, and 0 negative. Variety's Owen Gleiberman, he gave it 50. He was the lowest. He said, what it doesn't have, oddly, is any sort of bone-deep reality factor. Almost nothing that happens in Funny Pages is particularly believable. Well, perhaps that's what it's meant to be. It's the Funny Pages. It's comedy. It's a comic book. Perhaps you're not supposed to believe it too much. Total Films, Neil Smith, he gave it 80 out of 100. He did like it. He said it has an unpredictability that keeps you on your toes and a better pathos that gives every laugh, of which there are many, a note of tragic despair. I don't remember laughing too much, in all fairness, but yeah, all right. Total Films, Neil Smith quite liked it. Right, my score, guys, before I just sum up, I've made a few comments. I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. I very nearly give it a 6 out of 10, but think I'm being a bit too kind if I give it that. I do like quirky, as you know, and yes, this is quirky, and it did keep me watching as it presented one after another weird situation and weird character. And the lead was sort of likable, not convincingly likable, but it was okay, sort of. But anyone else really that came into it, I struggled a bit to like any of them or want any of them to do okay. I wanted to because they're weird characters, but never really quite worked. You're possibly gonna like this or hate it, or just like me, go along for the odd weird ride that we get from it, and then just about forget it afterwards. It's not going to live long in the memory, that's for sure. And if you basically, I think the simple adage with this is if you watch the first 10 or 15 minutes and find it interesting or likable, then okay, just carry on, no problem, because there's not a lot of difference between that and the whole thing. But if you don't, just turn it off and watch something else. It's as simple as that because it just won't appeal to everyone. Very weird. As I say, almost watchable. It was watchable, but I'll give it. I don't want to give it credit and give it a 6 out of 10. I just thought it was not quite good enough for that. It wasn't just it just lacked something for me on the quirkiness level. But as I say, watch that first 10 or 15 minutes. If you don't like it and you watch it on a if you're not going to the cinema to watch it, of course, you can walk out, I suppose. But if you're streaming it, just pick something else to watch if you don't like the first 10 or 15 minutes, because you more or less get the same for the whole 89, 90 minutes. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, guys. It'd be great to hear from you. Please, until we meet again, stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.